Good morning. Good morning. This is Ray Simone with Ray Declassified this morning, and I got just a small spiel about something. Now, I'm not trying to start nothing. I'm just trying to understand. And here, we say the things that other people don't want to say. We say the things that people be thinking in their heads. Here we're honest, and here we tell the truth. So with that being said, let's get into it. I want to know, my question is it okay to overcompensate your child all because of your guilt as a parent and all because of your screw ups as a parent? Is it okay to overcompensate? Is it okay to be oblivious to the reality all because you feel guilt on the things that you've done, on the things that you've shown, on the things that you said and put your child through and put your child through and also did around your child the type of environment you had built. Now, I know a lot of times that we as parents, we do feel guilty about that. We really do. If y'all hear that noise in the background, it's raining and my wipers is on 10 this morning. But anyway, you know, sometimes as parents, we do carry that weight. We carry that weight and we get into our feelings because it's like, dang, I created this. Dang, I created this inside of my child. My child acting like this because of me. Now, the thing is, that is true to a certain extent. Yes, when you see your child acting out, when you see problems within your child, it don't matter, especially major problems though. When you see all these abnormal problems in your child and you don't know what else to do, you done everything, you don't know what else to do, and you keep finding yourself saying, dang man, I just don't know what else to do, I don't know what's going on. That's when you need to check yourself and check your home environment. Look around your home and see how your home is being established. See how your home is being ran. And fellas, especially you. I see a cute dog. Let me stop. But fellas, especially you, because you are the leaders of the household. Okay? And a lot of times, you guys get it misconstrued. Y'all really think that it's on a woman's, it's a woman's responsibility to build a household. It is not hers only. It's not the woman's only responsibility to do that. You are the leaders. You have to set the tone. Women, I know women can tear down the house with their own hands, but a lot of people get that Bible verse misconstrued. We all hold some type of responsibility when it comes down to our homes. How are you expecting a peaceful home or an environment of a safety net for everybody, especially the kids, if you, Negro, you acting out? If you going to get drunk and coming home and acting like a fool? How do you expect for a woman to do her part? How? Hold on, y'all, because I'm about to order food. We all have shared responsibility when it comes down to husband and wife, especially when you got kids. We all have shared responsibility. A lot of times we get everything misconstrued, thinking that y'all want to genderize everything, thinking that oh, this is the woman's problem, or this is the woman's job. Oh no, this is the man's job. We all have shared responsibilities. Give me one moment. So we all have shared responsibilities. Now, I know it's hard when you have a blended family, right? It is hard. And it is difficult. It can get difficult at times. Do it have to be that way? No. Why? Because the husband and wife is choosing to work together as a team, as one. And when the husband and wife work together as a team, as one, the same rules is going to apply to everybody. We ain't showing no type of favoritism. Look, it's a lot of times in blended families, bruh, a lot of pride and ego be in the way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of pride and ego, in a lot of times we don't want to accept the truth. You know, and I'm only speaking from experience. It's crazy when you don't want to accept the truth about your child. And when you have your significant other, your spouse is telling you something or trying to show you something that you're missing, that you're looking over, you get on the defense mode about something. And a lot of, it's sometimes that, you can misjudge. It's sometimes that you can speak too soon. It's sometimes where one of the parents could, you know what I'm saying, judge a little bit too soon. But when you sit there and you observe and you see the fruits of your child and what your child is putting out there, and and you don't see no progress at all. And by the way, progress is consistent work. Not, I progressed for 2 weeks or 30 days and now I'm back on the bull. That ain't progress. That's a whole nother story. And y'all, look, and I'm gonna talk about that. Matter of fact, I gotta jot that down. That's a whole nother story. What is really progress? How do progress looks? Come on with the jokes. Don't look. See, y'all already got me started this morning. Y'all trying to get me to, y'all trying to get me to take that right when I'm trying to focus on keeping straight on what I'm talking about this morning. Yeah, y'all. My bad. I had to get me something to eat. I was craving a biscuit. But anyway, I want to know how many people have issues in your marriage as a blended family with the kids. Only with the kids. And how do that affect your marriage? Because marriage is one thing. Marriage is a covenant between you, husband, you, wife. The kids is a different thing. That's another thing. Those are not equal at all. So how do the kids, the blended family, biological and non-biological, how does that affect the marriage? That's another thing right there. See, that's a whole nother conversation right there. Y'all didn't know that, huh? I bet a lot of y'all think that, oh, my kids come before this and that and the third. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know my child. There's some things that my husband has pointed out to me about my eldest that I already knew. Now, it's some things that he pointed out that I feel like he, need to step back and take another look at what he's saying. I'm all for anybody, not just anybody, but I'm all for constructive criticism when it comes down to anything. I'm all for somebody telling me what they see in my child that I'm missing. Because I want somebody to tell me that, so I can be able to position myself as a parent to checkmate that, to get that under control. Another example, my cousin. Shout out to Ashley. My cousin. We've been around each other all our life. And it's some things that my cousin had pointed out to me about my eldest. And when she pointed it out to me, I started observing more. So when I started observing more, the more I observed, the more I saw what she was saying. And this when my baby was, I say about 4 years old. Matter of fact, no, I say about when my eldest started getting a little bit older. So I say about 6. He about to be 13 this year. My cousin pointed out how my son be mistreating his younger siblings and being mean to them. How my son will want them to do stuff for him, but when it comes down to him doing stuff for them, he got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Did I jump and say, oh, that's not true. That's my child. You need to worry about your own. I started observing it myself. And I saw it. And to this day, he still do that same stuff, y'all. I constantly have to get on to him about that. Now, did it get, worse? I wouldn't say worse, but it's still a steady pace. He still do that. And I be having to catch him. And I be having to get on to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you treating your siblings like that? Why are you doing it? You don't want them to do that to you, so why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? So I'ma just say the older he got, the more the younger siblings, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. The older he got, the more harsh it is towards them. Because they, now they older. They know what emotions is. They know what feelings are. They know when somebody, you know what I'm saying, not being fair. Because they'll come to me and be like, Mom, every time when we such and such, Brody do this and that and the third, and we don't do that to him. Every time when he asks us for something, we give it to him freely. But when we ask him for something, he don't give it to us. And he be treating other people better than us. They will tell me that. And I be having to get on to him about that. I remember one time, Brody was about to fight his little brother. over one of his little friend boys. I'm like, Negro, you done lost your mind. Like, what is your problem? I don't care what your brother did. You ain't finna sit over here and disrespect your little brother like that. And try to fight him for your little friend. Is you crazy? Y'all, it's so much. It's so much. You know what I'm saying? It is just so much. But anyway, back to the basics. Y'all, I'm out of breath. Whew, can't wait to have this baby. But anyway, yeah, I just got on here to say that a lot of people are dealing with a lot of blended families are dealing with issues with the kids. And a lot of times that can affect the marriage. That can affect the marriage, y'all. I'm only being transparent right now. Everything that I'm saying right now is based off experience. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just talking out the side of my neck. I ain't, am I finna like tell y'all all my business? No, but I'm gonna be transparent. I ain't just talking out the side of my neck. I have a blended family and we have issues. We dealing with major issues when it comes down to our children. We are not on the same page and we do not see eye to eye when it comes down to these kids. And the reason behind that is because pride and ego. Pride and ego. Sometimes it be both parties. Sometimes it be one or the other. And that's just the facts about it. Y'all keep talking about it takes two to tangle. It don't take two. It don't take two to destroy a marriage. It don't take two to not be on the same page when it comes down to being on the same page with these children. It don't take two. Sometimes it only takes one partner to screw up everything. And matter of fact, a lot of y'all are being misconstrued and confused behind that too. Y'all better stop taking responsibility for your spouse's mess. Y'all can't sit over here and hold that weight on y'all knowing that it wasn't y'all. Sometimes your spouse is the one that screws it up for all in the household. And ladies, y'all have to stop taking the weight of y'all spouse's mess. Stop taking accountability for your spouse's mess. Look, a real one won't allow you to do that. And this go for you too, fellas. Stop taking accountability for your spouse mess. Women out there, they do that too. They do that too. I'm not even finna sit over here and categorize anything. Women do it, men do it. I'm just saying, stop taking accountability and responsibility for your spouse mess. It don't always take two to tango. It really don't. And a lot of people don't want to talk about that. But see, here at Ray Declassified, we're gonna talk about the unspoken. We're gonna talk about what people have been feeling for a long time, but afraid to say it or don't want to say it. I'm gonna say it, and can't nobody do nothing to me but the Lord, baby. But I'm gonna speak the truth. It don't always take two to tango. I don't know who made that up. Who? Oh, just because I'm not compromising with you on a level where it will destroy something, you got an issue with me? Just because I challenge you in some areas, you got an issue with me? I'm being confrontational. I'm not being fair. I don't listen. I'm being mean. Just because I hold standards and I got values and morals, I'm the bad person? No, sir. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. A lot of times, and we still talking about the blended families. We still talking about, having blended families and how can it affect the marriage and you know what I'm saying. We still talking about that. But a lot of times we have issues within ourselves that we don't see or that we don't touch bases on or work on, and we take it out on the closest people that's next to us, and try to make it seem like, oh, you created this issue inside of me, but all along from day one you had this issue inside of you that you failed to confront, that you failed to bring that issue under the authority of the Lord. The Lord gave you authority and you failed to use it. So, ladies, gentlemen, whoever dealing with something out there based on what I'm talking about right now, y'all better listen up. Listen up. Now, dealing with blended families, children, biological and non-biological kids, that's a vital area right there, because a lot of people don't want you saying nothing to their kids. A lot of people don't approve of how you discipline their kids. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, and I'm one of them. And a lot of times we have our reasons. The truth, though, not a lie. See, one thing that sticks and stays is the truth. The lie fades away. The truth. If you got true facts behind on why you don't want your spouse saying nothing to your kids, if you got true facts and reasons behind on why you don't feel safe with your spouse discipline your kids, talking to your kids about stuff or nothing, if you got true facts behind that, then that's something that could be talked about. That's something that's something to, you want to protect your babies, bro. I'm telling everybody, protect your children, because that's what the Lord said, and He paying attention to it. Protect your babies. Protect them children. They the most purest thing. Protect your children by any means necessary. But you got to come with facts. You got to come with truth behind all that. Now, if you sitting over here trying to lie because of your pride and your ego, God see that. And it's going to show. You can't hide the truth. The truth sticks and lies fade away. Y'all better remember that. So it don't matter if somebody lying or not. It's going to fade. Everything shows up. That's true. But yeah, we got to do better when it comes down to blended families. Blended families, bro, is the hardest thing to deal with when you're married and got kids. When you're married and you got kids, you marry your kids into the relationship. Like when you marry and your husband had, got kids, and your wife got kids, and y'all come together. That's tough. That's real tough. But by any means necessary, y'all better protect them children. Protect them children from a lie. And don't allow pride and ego to get in the way to better your child. Don't allow pride and ego and guilt and shame to get in the way to better your child, to place your child in seats that they haven't sat in yet. Don't allow your pride and ego to get in the way to better your child, because you only destroying your child. You only making things worse. And you know what you can do for your child or your children? You could turn your life around. You can get your mess together. You could change your home environment. That's the only way you're gonna help your children. Not guilt, not pride, not ego, not shame, but true repentance and consistent work. That's the only thing that's going to help your children. This is Rated Classified. I'm out.
See, I thought that I told you, nigga, that I am a soldier. Nigga, the strap got a holster. Nigga, get bold and I fold you, nigga. Let's get it. 15 beat a felony charge. Stand in the trap with the burglar by doors. We walked in the building, they gave us applause. They know that we win.